5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of the TTV podcast. If I said I knew the exact episode number, I'd be lying. 73. 73, okay. I'm messing up.
I'm LJ.
I'm Kahi.
I'm Benham.
I'm Yira.
And I'm Jordan.
And in chat, although he's possibly not active, we have chat correspondent Vardaran, currently without a mic.
What a prestigious title.
Yep. If you have any
Aw.
opinion you want
Poor
to
Ben.
call, I will be more than willing to do the reading for you, good sir.
If you may hear any pieces on the on my end, I'm mocking right now. I'm trying to make an Axon mock.
Will we hear any pieces
will we
from
hear
your
it?
side?
Hopefully not, because this is a podcast.
Hopefully it'll be muted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, first order of business. I think it's time we talked about this in an official capacity because the date draws nearer. MakutaFest 2013. This
Aw,
is the
yeah.
second year we've held this since we moved to YouTube. But for those that don't know, because our audience has grown substantially since last year, so there are a lot of new people watching. MakutaFest is an annual collaboration live podcast event that we do with the BSO1 podcast. BSO1, for those that don't know, is the BIONICLE Sector 01 wiki, which is basically the best. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's the best BIONICLE wiki on the internet. There's no.
Okay, to be honest,
If
they had to teach
somebody-
me this earlier, so don't feel
Yes.
ashamed if you don't know this.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's pretty popular in the circle of like BZPower, that community.
Yeah.
And since I'm not really a fan of BZPower, I would know none of this
Yeah.
knowledge.
No.
You should join BZ.
Not
It's
many.
close to
You're
And
enlightening
the
a
BZ
bit.
Power,
being
you just have to be a
official.
member.
I'm not much for
Yeah.
forums.
It's supposed to speak to official, I think, BSO1 wiki. I know, like, Greg Farsty, writer Bionicle for 10 plus years. Was it 10 plus years? And yeah, this is the one he uses whenever he doesn't know what he's said before, which really says something. But yeah, when he doesn't remember what he said, he goes to BSO1. So it's like as official can get, basically.
Without being actively sponsored. But
Yeah.
like,
Exactly.
even though the head works for a Lego branch.
Yes. So basically, BSO1,
Anyhow.
they may be a wiki. They actually have a podcast, or I guess I should say had a podcast. I'm not really sure what the status of it is alone, to be honest. They haven't had a new episode since March. So, yeah, doesn't die on us, guys. We still have MakutaFest to do. But, yeah, we basically get together with them every year, do a live event. We have prizes. We have trivia. We have like Q&A, you can call in and ask questions. We basically do yearly recaps of everything which has happened to both of our podcasts in the year, which is going to be interesting. This go
And the
round.
community at large.
Yes. Basically anyone can come on and chat it up in the chat room, which some people may or may not be able to see. Last year it errored out on me and I completely missed any and all fan interaction, which I'm still bitter
That
about.
happened. Yeah. Any praise you got? Didn't see it.
Yeah. So yeah, currently the date we're looking at for it is August 7th. That's subject to change. Hopefully it won't, because it's kind of getting close. But we'll see what happens.
Let's
Get
hope it
hype.
doesn't change.
Get hype, guys. Now just a bit of clarification about the event.
Yeah, hype.
3 people from each podcast are the main people that are talkative. It's not like the whole group's come together for one chaotic show. The 3 hosts for ourselves are the top 3 people. That's me, Var, and LJ. BSO1,
Hi.
well, they kind of vary every year because they don't have people that are, can operate under such a flexible schedule as we can. For instance,
Not to mention,
yes,
For
a common theme that occurred for the longest time was at the end of every MakutaFest, someone from BSO1 would quit. I don't think that happened last year, but BIONICLE Man, who said he was going to be there, had to drop out, and I had to get a replacement. So does that count? No.
kinda. I would
I don't know.
say.
He left a voice message for all of us.
Which was kind of rambling, but I think people enjoyed it. Hope they did. But yeah, basically, originally there was this dude named Krolix who we were good friends with, and he was on the TTV podcast. Actually, the first episode he joined in for. Since then, he's no longer around, so their cast has been kind of spotty. Someone that's remained consistent every year, more or less, I think. Could be wrong, is Swert. Has he been on one?
Swert was not there. He wasn't there for the first 2.
Aww. Well, that's what happens. So yeah,
This is going to be a 4th.
Now, we have 2 ways of giving away prizes, by the way, because I know that's going to be a lot of what people are interested in. Did we reveal prizes beforehand last year? Well, who am I kidding? Of course,
No.
because we had the
I
raffle.
don't think we did.
We had the raffle, so yeah, we had to.
Well, I think we should correspond with them first, but
Yeah. We'll probably make
Neon
a
green
video. Yes, we had neon green mirrors last year. What we're gonna do probably is this will be the first of many, because I doubt people first of many videos about the subject, that is, because if we're trying to inform people, we probably shouldn't only put it in a TTV episode. We'll probably make 2 to 3 hype builders from now till August 7th, where we'll give away more concrete details, like the link, the time, prizes, depending on how things go. So stay tuned, but get hype August 7th, hopefully. Cross your fingers. Yeah.
get hype August.
Yay.
Okay. So next up, Kahi over here has something he'd like to share with you all, and it's a development on our front that we're pretty excited about, and I'm curious to see what he has to say on the matter.
All right, yeah. So
It's
we've
time
been
for show and tell.
kind of noticing that we've been playing a lot of Steam games recently. You've probably heard in the last couple of episodes we've been talking about Age of Empires 2 HD, which I think we were playing a lot. Kind of died down a bit now, but we were doing a lot more stuff with Steam games in general. A lot of new games are coming out. They'll be directed on Steam. Things like Daisy, or whatever. What are they calling Daisy now? Doesn't matter. What does matter is that we started our own Steam group, and you can find it in the annotation of this video and also in the description below. And this Steam group is basically built so you guys can have one-on-one connection with us, which is, I know, something everybody's been clamoring for. We're so popular
Yup.
that it was inevitable to come to this.
I've never heard anyone ask for it.
I think someone asked for it once. Once. I forget who. In one video.
Well, this is how much we care. For one person, we flipped our entire world and schedule around and said, "All right, we're gonna do this for you, and this is for all of you, audience. You should go down here, join the Steam group, do whatever. We'll be posting, a lot of updates, a lot of game stuff. I guess really, we haven't really figured out all the stuff we're gonna do yet, but once we do, we'll announce in the podcast and it'll become regularly there on Steam. We'll also be posting Minecraft updates if you're interested in that. Autopsy or Evershit updates, stuff like that. So you want to discuss stuff?
The one interesting thing that has to be mentioned about this is we don't really play a lot of Steam games as a group. I think some of us have more than others individually. The main ones we even play are like Age of Empires Online and Age of Empires 2.
Yeah,
And
I'm
a big player of Terraria on the PC, and some of the others have it and some don't. Nira and Jordan
big
are all
player
about
of Binding of
Steam,
Isaac.
but they're like on Mac.
Yeah, so if you
So-
see me playing Borderlands 2 on the group and you're on a Windows, you won't be able to join me.
Pretty
Wait, you
much.
can't?
No, because it has
That
cross
sucks.
program. It has
That
cross
does suck.
program. It has cross platform
Wow, that's-
issues.
That is
It's
gonna
stupid.
suck.
That's
It's
Wow.
horrible.
stupid. I think
Yeah.
Gearbox
Oh.
is trying to fix that problem.
That's
Wow,
not
well,
Gearbox,
Yeah,
you
I
better
hope so.
fix it fast.
You know what? Any
Yeah.
Steam players that have a Mac, make yourselves heard.
Yes, please chime in because
Don't
Nira and
say
Jordan
it.
need someone
Yes.
else to talk to about stuff and play games.
Get
Have
them
such
away
a
from us, please.
We're like the
Wow.
subgroup. We have like TTV Steam group, and then we have Nira and Jordan
It's Mac
subgroup.
in brackets, like all capitalized.
Nira
Near
and Jordan's Mac subgroup.
The Nira
I'll
and
make a
Jordan Mac
subforum.
attack.
I want to get it.
Nira and Jordan Mac attack. That's the title.
Well, next time I get
Mac
paid, I could probably gift it to you through PC.
Probably, yeah.
I'll be
Let's
great.
talk to
I
Nira.
realized I could get it myself, though.
I know,
just-
but you wanted to
I
get
heard
it
3 games
play with
and
everyone
like
else.
gifting and stuff, so I automatically perked up. Free money? Yes, please. All right, so that's the announcement for the Steam group. Like again, you should like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and join the Steam group. That's what we have to add at the end of the episode, myself.
Are you kidding? Really?
Too soon. Too
Just saying.
soon.
This can't be first, good sir.
For some reason, I love
You-
too soon jokes. Don't ask me why.
You know
please.
what's too soon? Trayvon Martin jokes now. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, don't even
Okay,
go
come
there. We're
on.
not getting into these discussions.
No,
Let's
none of
move
this is in
on
rank case. Okay, no.
and go to
No.
towards the next topic of discussion. Meso, take it away.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna open this interesting episode not talking about BZPower. We're gonna build a little suspense first to the main
So
point of
BZPower.
discussion, and we're gonna talk about something equally as interesting, and that is
Oh.
Lego Mixels.
Lego.
Oh.
Who
Behold,
doesn't love Legos? I mean, we've all grown up with them, and we've
Now-
all played with them at least once.
now LJ, I think it's time that you introduce these things.
Yes. From the creators of the world of
Shut
Chima,
up.
of Bionicle, of Ninjago, of Slicers, bring you the zany land of Lego Mixels.
These look good
What
for
in
little
the
kids.
world were they thinking?
They do look rather
For-
good
for
for little
bracket.
kids. I'm not gonna lie.
They look good for young children. I will admit that.
These are my headcanon element lords. Like this is what the element lords look like.
Yes.
The
Although I
Mixels.
will admit, they look really,
The
really
element lord of
good.
fire, the element lord of rock, and then like the element lord of sand.
No. That's not the Element Lord of Sand. That is the Element Lord of French fries.
Wow, stop.
Why does this
Look at
remind
Mixels
me of
do
Yo
look
Yo
great
Gabba
for young
Gabba?
children. That's
What
all
the
I'm
heck
going to
is
say.
Yo Yo Gabba Gabba?
It's a kids show.
Yeah.
Not one
Oh,
I've heard
God.
of.
It's
You
one
can
of
It's
the
like
weirdest
we've
put a
never
picture
heard
on
of
the
Mixels.
video.
ever. Kind I swear,
It's a good thing you have
a lot
not
of
heard of it. Also,
kid
whoa.
TV shows, kid movies, look like they're supposed to be like they're on drug use or something.
Wait, hold
Uh,
on. Are those mini ball joints?
Yes,
on
we're about
this?
to get into that.
Whoa!
These guys are weird.
Oh crap,
Parts wise,
dude!
they are gonna introduce some revolutionary things.
Oh
is-
my god, I've waited a
pretty
long
cool.
time for this.
Depending on how far they take this, we can have mini scale
Like-
construction figures.
I just and speaking of construction figures, I just ordered Surge through Lego Shop
Excellent.
because they finally have the Hero Factory Brain Attack Wave 2 on there.
Did you get the free Black Brain promotion?
Yeah,
Excellent.
it comes with it.
Insane
Wait,
Hero
when is the
Factory
last
brain.
day for that promotion, by the way?
July
don't know.
31st.
Okay, good.
I guess I got it in time.
To the Lego store very soon.
Now, these Mixels, no one knows what they are exactly. At all. Because there's like a Cartoon Network thing in the background implying some sort of tie-in cartoon series. But it seems like, based on some trademarks, it's like Mixels may be the IP owned by Lego. Kind of like Chima and Ninjago Cartoon Network is just making a series off of it, which makes sense. For some reason, people immediately jump to the conclusion this is a new Cartoon Network show and Lego's making sets for it because they couldn't believe Lego would make something like this on their own. But they're pretty much following the normal pattern.
I will admit the Mixels actually do look pretty adorable, but hey, that's coming from a girl. Don't
Yeah.
listen
They
to
look
me.
like stress dolls.
They look stupid.
Three
They don't look adorable at all.
characters.
You know the little stress monkeys that you
I mean, they look
squeeze
kind
and
of
then
they look cute, but in that kind of like dumb, like dying kind of diseased dog kind of way.
dying.
What the heck?
It looks cute, but in a
Blame Alina
diseased,
for rubbing a
dying
lot of this stuff
dog
off of me.
You know,
kind of way.
Are you
Did you
kidding
just,
me?
alright, so
Oh my
So this
goodness.
is like,
Unfortunately,
look
I'm
like
not.
but in sort of like a rotting corpse kind of way, Right? Right? Not right. That's not
They
right
look
at
like
all.
Not right at all,
Dolls.
actually. Not right.
That's not right at all.
That's not right
stress
at all.
dolls. They look
Yeah.
like
Okay.
stress dolls.
I like what Jordan said. Jordan, that like the stress dolls. It's like a stress. You say stress doll. I think stress ball. The ones that you squeeze when you're really angry. I can just imagine having that red one in my hand and just shattering it like I did that. Like I shattered like William Furno.
Give me
in,
your new
TV
parts.
Boom. That's fun.
I kill no.
Now I need to get to this important bit of info. 3 characters revealed thus far, and they are Volectro, Flane, and Seismo. From 3
sorry, those are
different
stupid
How
names.
groups
original.
called the Electroids, the Infernites,
I'm sorry, that just sounds.
and the
I don't mean to be rude,
Cragster.
but that just sounds retarded.
Nera. Let me finish.
Let him talk.
And the Cragsters.
Yep, I stick to my statement.
Yes, the statement still applies, but at least you heard the full.
Why couldn't you just let him finish talking?
It's a good question.
Because they just all sounded stupid. It's like, no more.
You didn't hear all of them. They are stupid. Cragsters, they're ripping off Chima.
Yeah, Cragger the Cragster.
Well, look how
They have the
Chima's
right
going.
to do that.
Yeah,
since it's
Chiba's
there.
going just swell, isn't it? They got a new TV
At
show
this point,
premiere.
they would be lucky to have this show ripped off.
I know, right?
Especially ripped off into people that actually know how to write a story.
Oh.
Wow. That would be like a burn if it wasn't so true.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay.
Sorry.
Those are Mixels coming in March 2014. Some interesting things they have going in that they have the original Bionicle ball joint that they used for the Mata with like a googly eye pattern.
Oh
So
wow!
Don't buy those sets. They're
Hey,
stupid.
they're bringing those
Hey, any
back.
parents out there who have young children, this might be a very good toy for them.
Yeah.
No,
Next up,
I actually,
One
I
more
actually-
thing.
No.
one more thing before BZPower. A little side note, there's not really much to say about this other than wow, just wow. But I feel I need to mention this. I saw this
Yeah,
on set.
Wow, just wow sums it up pretty
not-
well.
not
World of
Mixels.
Warcraft.
History in
Oh.
the making. A minifigure from San Diego Comic Con. Azog from The Hobbit. I don't know who this person
Yes.
is. It's a
Yes.
like a Hobbit character. On the
I wanted
second-hand
this
market, it's like going for record amounts of money for a Lego minifigure, shattering records.
$1,500 for 5 pieces of plastic.
Yes.
But they're minifigs. Dude.
It actually went for $1,650 in the end. But
So,
yes,
hang on. Wow.
Minifig, like, exclusive Comic-Con minifigs are like my Pokemon. Like, I have to get them all.
well, good luck.
Especially superhero. Like, the
You'll
superhero
be
ones, I need to
dead
get, like,
for
I have to
years.
get Flash.
Yeah, good
I
luck
have to
with
get
that. dude.
Shazam. I gotta get, like, Green. I really hate that, like, DC has the license to do all superheroes. And they're like, we're just gonna do Batman sets.
Yeah. Batman
I want a Green Lantern minifigure. I want a Flash minifigure. I want Shazam. Or
Shazam.
Captain Marvel.
Shazam!
Shazam. I want, like, that new Spider-Man.
Shazam!
That new Spider-Man.
Batman.
perfect shit.
Shazam's just a kid!
Yeah, he's
Cause
really
I'm
Batman.
Batman.
10 years old. Alright. I would like to say something about Mixels, kind of, honestly.
Little late.
I hate, like, I know, like, massive transitioned out before I say anything. So I'm transitioning back. I I hope this kind of fails simply for the reason that I don't want any more little kids buying stuff from Lego, because, well, we need a better we need a better like kind of TFLL market, right? You know, kind of
Yes.
be able
Oh
to
my
transition
God,
back
stuff,
to
right?
getting stuff like Lego used to be back in like the 90s. Lego was
So
awesome
pretty
in the
much-
90s.
I'm gonna let you finish. Sorry.
Yeah, it's cool. So like, you know, just the more little kids buy little kid aimed stuff, the more like it's gonna be like we're gonna do everything for little kids. We're gonna get more Chimas, we're gonna get more Hero Factories, we're gonna get more like those. That's my 2 cents.
Or
Did
So
hero.
basically, this is what I'm getting here. You want to have like a more mature section of Lego.
No. I just don't like. I don't think a lot of people are like, oh, we want more mature Lego. I don't want more mature Lego. I just want like more not childish Lego. Does that make sense? Not mature, just not
sophisticated.
childish.
Sophisticated. That's
Not
a
sophisticated
phrase.
either. Just well, kind of. You know, it's child friendly but not childish. It doesn't have to be mature because like let's face it, mature Lego probably not really something they're gonna go into. But like something that appeals to a wider variety, so the really little kids who like fart jokes from skunks.
Yeah.
I've always said
don't
this.
go there.
I've never
Fart jokes
faltered
are
from this
funny no
line
matter
of
what.
thinking. And I've said this ever since the whole Bring Back Bionicle debate started. Like, this is what they should have done with Hero Factory, and this is what they kind of did with Bionicle. And I'm sad that it failed. It's a lot easier to make a mature theme that can appeal to younger audiences than it is to make a childish theme that cannot appeal to older audiences.
The thing is, kids
true.
don't like
Very true.
stupidity anymore.
Correct.
They want to be challenged. They want
like
to
the
be
opposite.
questioned.
The
So
kids
Hero Factory
today-
basically was it was released at a time where kids do not want to have stupidity in their lives anymore.
I will agree with you on that one.
Because
Which
they're too stupid
basically,
to begin with.
Hero Factory is heroes versus villains, and heroes fight villains.
And they went
What crimes did the villains commit? I want to get into more of their story and what
Bank
side of the story
robberies.
that they.
I do
Bank
want to know
robberies. Yes,
what
they
these
robbed
villains
banks
have
across
done.
the-
If we get a bit of backstory, like
But
with
what
comic
was their
books and stuff.
motive for robbing that bank?
Being
Exactly.
They want
evil.
money? Come
Greed.
on, man.
What
No,
if they
I
have
mean-
a family that they're
it's-
trying to take care of?
generic. No, I know what you're getting at.
Yes.
Although, like,
they're
I
trying
don't
to
know. I
support
don't
their
know
villain
if they have
family.
families.
Explode has like a sick brother that he needs to take care of by buying spare parts to fix him up with bank
They're the
robbers.
I'd
You could
still
also
like
have
to
to pay a
see-
debt.
I'd still
someone.
like
Black
to see
Phantom
why
mom
the villains
like
do these things and what's their
dying.
motivation of doing so.
I agree. That's important. Because that you don't have one-dimensional.
Because
characters, you
pretty
have
much with
story.
Hero Factory, what you're essentially getting is one side of the story. You're only
Yeah.
getting a one-sided conversation. It's like an interview.
Pretty
But
much.
don't you
I
know,
will say-
the heroes
the
write the
ICC.
history books.
Half the time, Hero
Yeah.
Factory doesn't
ICC
even have
have
actual
taken-
villains. They have mind-controlled animals, like Brain Attack, Savage Planet. Even though Witch Doctor, whatever.
When we did like the ICC was
it's
doing
like-
that Hero Factory parody, and they came from the view that like all the Hero Factory stuff was like military propaganda by the Hero Factory for the Hero Factory, kind of like Secret Service. What do they call it in Soviet Russia? Soviet.
The
what's the
SS.
Yeah, like the SS, like the thought police kind of, and that's what the hero's supposed to be.
That was a
All
German
this-
thing.
All this stuff. Was it German?
Yes, it was
Okay,
German.
You don't want to. No, I'm not talking about the German one. I'm talking about the Russian one. Doesn't matter. What matters is that like it's so blatantly put in favor of the heroes. It seems like complete propaganda. Like kind of like a brainwashing thing taking over the minds of all the inhabitants of the Hero Factory universe.
I've always
Propaganda.
approached it from the perspective
Go.
of this, and that's very interesting. I look at it as, okay, people always are questioning why exactly are a lot of the villains in Hero Factory heroes turned into villains. They like leave or they get alienated and they become villains. Case in point, Von Nebula, Witch Doctor, and Core Hunter all follow that pattern.
Yeah.
It's my thought that this is like an interesting way I like to look at HF. They basically created heroes for the purpose of protecting, and then the heroes defected or there was like an error in their programming, and some of them became villains. So they then had to create more heroes to fight the villains that they created, and then more
But then they would
started turning
also have to
bad.
go in. They would also have to go through the situation of lack of quasi.
Yes, exactly. What is Quasar? Where does it come from?
Where do they mine it?
Yeah, well, they might
Or-
below the hero factor.
Just there might have been a thing where when the heroes caught all the people that weren't putting the propaganda, in order to justify the heroes, they created villains by purposely defaulting some of their heroes with a programming code in order to keep the need for heroes to continue. And the
Yeah.
poppy was subjugated.
Okay, yeah,
Dude,
that
this is-
was actually pretty
Great
clever.
AUfic. We should do some of this.
There's a ton of stuff you can like interpret HF as. I just wish the actual official plot was expanded upon more.
Hero Factory Chronicles, guys.
All right.
Minecraft
Well,
Machinima 2.0.
time to move back into the minifigure. This has been an interesting
Let's
discussion.
go.
This minifigure, I personally find this absurd. No matter how much of a collector you are, like almost $1,700 for Azog.
Mess
I
up.
will say,
I don't
that's
know
basically
the
a ticket
appeal.
to Comic-Con, right? Like, the price of going to San Diego and going to Comic-Con has to be around the price you paid for that minifigure. So
Yeah.
you could have gotten the minifigure and gone to Comic-Con, but instead you just have the minifigure.
Yeah.
And you know
Ah.
what? Nail in the coffin. $20 shipping. Outrageous.
That is pretty outrageous.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Despite this listing going for that much, someone actually posted about it in the comments. Somehow, someone was able to sell one for only $30.
That is a
Wow.
much
Wait,
more
what? To
acceptable
sell
price.
it.
Because who
Wow.
who in their right mind would pay $1,700 for 10 pieces of plastic?
Someone did.
Bill
It stole.
Gates.
But I don't know who. Someone
Yeah.
that
If you're crazy rich, maybe just
Yeah.
like, I have so much money.
I have
It's
so much
also
money to
5 and up.
I'm a
Are
Lord.
you
I'm a
serious?
Lord of the Rings fan. I want Azog. I'm gonna like
You know
a
what?
ton of cash.
I'm waiting to see the person who bought this buy the stinking relisted Platinum Evoke.
Ah yes, and I guess we may as well slip that in here because it can't go unnoticed by us for long. That's right.
Oh,
We've got your number. You're back and you're selling it for more outrageous prices, and no one's gonna buy it again.
unless you're this guy.
Yeah, unless you're this guy.
Uh-huh.
It's like he just goes on a shopping
Uh-huh.
spree and just buys everything Lego.
Couldn't someone just be happy and just have the mask for sentimental purposes
Nope,
or
nobody's
something?
allowed to be happy in this world.
Yeah, gotta make a buck. Anyway,
That's my philosophy.
of course.
Okay, Kai, be quiet.
All right.
Alright.
That being said, I think it's time we stopped building suspense. Enough suspense has been builded.
But I got something
Bill
important to say.
Well,
Fine, say your important thing then.
yeah.
Well, actually,
important?
it correlates into BZPower.
Oh, okay. Well, may I launch into it first, or would you rather go first?
Go ahead and launch it.
Okay. So over the last week, BZP's been having their anniversary celebration. We touched upon this briefly last episode when we were talking about their amazing contest, which, by the way, hint hint. Talk about.
Yeah, it was what I was gonna say.
Okay.
All right. So I asked last week if people thought I should enter into BZPower's contest in the comic division, and I've decided I will be entering into the comic contest division, and I
Good for
will
you.
sweep. I will
want
rock
a
some
cookie?
socks. I will sweep
Now
some.
wait a minute.
I will hear some creeps. I will make various Spaceball references in one episode, and I will beat the living snot out of Bionicle Adventures comic. You hear me?
Dude, hold up.
Heresy.
What are you
Heresy.
talking about?
Heresy.
What's going on? What is
Heresy!
this comic contest?
Heresy.
Vin, do you seriously not
God.
know?
Dude,
Okay,
I have not
man.
touched BZPower in a very long time. No, I do not know.
Okay, short version, it's like a monster contest inspired by Pacific Rim, and you basically create a contest about like giant monsters and giant robots, and what create an entry,
Create our contest?
create a contest. Yeah, it's create an
Pacific Rim
entry
is in
for the
new
contest.
Pacific Rim that's
Yes,
coming out.
yes, it's in the new Pacific Rim that's coming out. Anyway, Yes, the revolutionary thing about this contest is not the theme, although the theme is cool, but it's the fact it's forum-wide, and any creative work can be entered into it, and they're all going to compete.
What?
So you can have mocks, system-based mocks, short stories, comedies, artwork, music and movies, comics, fan-created games. The best part being it doesn't even have to be Bionicle related. Second best part being it doesn't even have to be Lego related. You can literally do whatever you want, and each forum is going to have like a poll, and then every forum is going to be pitted against one another in the final poll for the ultimate
What?
winner.
So pretty much all
No
you need
way,
in order to
man.
enter this
I
contest
would
is a
totally
writing
make
program.
artwork.
Pretty much.
Now
Dude,
remember
honestly,
much.
though,
that sounds
Epic monster
really
jokes.
cool.
It is.
I think I'm going to enter and beat the living snot out of LJ over here and all the other
you're
people that enter.
support
Mostly
this.
LJ
I support.
because he has nothing and I have
you're
a lot.
still sore over the first comic contest. You didn't even enter, punk.
Actually,
By the
it was
way,
We
though-
men had legit entries. We would have
Oh,
totally.
watch it, Paolo. I had a legit. Okay, we're not getting into this.
Yeah.
The only
Yes.
thing is,
Okay.
you must design
I'm
your
sorry,
own
what
Titan.
did you win in that contest?
You must
No.
design your own Titan and/or monster and/or describe or depict part or all of the fight before August 9th.
Dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Dude,
No, I'm
I
LJ.
got this. Venzilla versus Cragger the Cragster.
Really?
Okay, we all know how that fight will turn out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Ven wins.
Yeah.
Venzilla.
Contest.
What
It's like
what
Hero Factory.
he doesn't.
It's basically like any Hero Factory team versus any Toa team. The Toa team is always going to win.
But Jordan,
But
they
what-
got gadgets.
Unless you're a mixed
The
team.
Toa team
Yeah.
will win because the Toa have powers.
But
they
Jordan,
have, but they got
together,
gadgets. Heroes to the core.
together, united, spirit of the team, evil never triumphs over hero fact. I'm done.
Right click
Good
remove
guy,
from
huh?
group.
Do I have to go on my tangent
No,
anymore?
no,
than
please,
the
no, no.
Toa
We
have
gotta move on.
powers?
For a quick second, do you mind if me and LJ and Ven kind of describe what our projects for this upcoming contest will be? Because it will be down to the wire.
Is it to the public?
At all.
Oh, we totally want to release it to the public,
LJ?
right, LJ?
I guess. Okay, contest. Here you go first.
Well, okay.
I mean, they do
Alright.
say ladies first.
They
You're
do.
right. LJ, go first. No.
Hey, no, I said Kahi first. Dory's trying to pit on me.
LJ, if we want ladies to go first,
Take
Talk
Kahi.
about
All right, I'll talk about it. So here's Mess is getting aggravated right now. I have to move quickly. So all right, the whole thing. What I did want to do. Probably not. I'm not sure how this is gonna work out in the end because of time and all that. I'm wanting to do several different entries all covering one event. So one short story, one small comic, and one game. And Game's working on for kind of. I've been working out throughout this entire episode. Maybe, hopefully, it'll come out. If it does, we'll totally promote it on here and have you vote for me because I deserve to win over LJ.
No.
Totally.
No.
All right.
You'll
The-
like
the
win
whole
no
premise of it-
contest in like the fan created games forum.
Yeah, I know. I'm a shoo-in for the fan created games. The whole premise of this is basically the whole monsters, all that kind of stuff. People are getting destroyed. End of my comic series. I'm calling this saga. Oh great, I got locked on the wrong end of the universe. So
That'll be fun.
That sounds terrible.
That actually sounds
Exactly.
pretty funny.
exactly. I want to see how far I can take this, especially the game. The game's going to be like a classic text adventure, like the older adventure games on the on the PC back when video games were just starting out. Obviously, I didn't go for a whole Skyrim mod or something crazy
Back
like
when
that.
video games were cool.
So I want to see obviously for FCG you only need to make a concept for a game, but I feel like having an actual game there would it wouldn't hurt my chances any bit. So there you go. That's my current plan. I know LJ has some stupid spoof thing he's doing, so don't vote for him. Vote for Back. Back is the supreme ruler and master. It is a work of art, and you should all.
Loyal fans
Appreciate
and
the art.
listeners of the Three Virtues podcast, my recap reviews Venom's eBay today, and Bionicle Autopsy. I would please, on behalf of me, myself, and I, advise you all to disregard anything Kahi says, for anything that comes out of his mouth is consistency of moldy beans.
The hell, LJ?
Now, I would like to ask Venom, what are you going to do for this contest, and what category will you be entering in?
Man, I already told you.
Well, tell me again.
Venzilla versus Cragger the Cragster.
What category?
Not telling you.
Well, you have to.
He's gonna make a
because
movie.
Alright, might as well reveal this. This is actually gonna be... Okay, some of you guys know about Legendary Pictures' Godzilla movie coming out next year? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That movie, that is actually my movie.
That's gonna be entry. He's gonna reveal it at Sundance, the film festival this year, and go on from there.
Oh man, my
Venom the
entry is the Godzilla movie coming out next year. That's my movie.
They still owe you
I'm
money,
behind
by the
this.
way.
They still owe our money. Good luck with that.
Oh, here we go.
Let's not do this.
Schmer.
Okay, cool.
In that
Looking forward
case-
to it, Vin. LJ. Wait, whoa.
In that case,
LJ.
we've saved the best for last. I'm going to be entering the comic segment
Segment.
with
That's stupid.
the TTV Power Rangers!
Yeah.
That is right.
Yeah.
That is right.
Let me be a part
Me.
of this.
Var and Meso will mighty morph into the three Virtues Rangers to fight such...
Wait,
Sudden musical symphony.
I have one question. Is Varn a Black Ranger? If
Yes.
So.
No, wait, no, he's not. He's the White Ranger, and Mess is the
Is he
Black
totally
Ranger. And
He's the
that
White
is so
Ranger.
off on
That's-
so
we-
many
And then you're
Oh,
the
it gets
Green
better.
Ranger.
it gets better.
I'm a black person, and I'm a superhero. I'm a white person. That's the message you're sending out, LJ. You're the most
Actually,
racist person I've ever come
Actually,
across.
it works very well. I'm not going to get into Var's personal life, but it works very well. I'll tell you later. Anyway, so we're going to fight
Wow.
such great evils, such as Alina as a Titan, but she'll be a Power Ranger villain.
Can I be the Megazord?
Hang on. Maybe.
Is she gonna
Maybe.
try to rotate
Maybe.
stuff?
We're going to also fight such evils as a witch doctor exosuit rampaging through the town. And as the boss finale, we will fight a Titan Kopaka with a pair of pants and
Lord
beat the
save
snot
me.
out of it.
Pro tip to
Save
those that
me.
get the
What have you
reference.
been smoking?
If you get the reference, good for you. No.
Whatever it is, it's something good.
Now I ask all of you to please help me make this comic get into at least the semifinals so that I can show everyone
In the
How awesome
arms
TV
of the angel.
as a
I'm-
team of Power Rangers can look, beating the living snot out of a Titan Kopaka wearing a pair of pants that will send a message to the Bionicle fandom, an inspirational message
Hope
to
is not
rise up,
lost.
Again,
To keep
what have you
inspirational
been
message.
smoking?
holding on.
If you're a black person, you can be a white superhero. You can.
So you're basically talking like Steel. Steel is DC's
you're a
equivalent
gas-
of Iron Man, just to
You
be.
can make a terrible movie with Shaquille O'Neal. You can.
So understand that this is my comic entry, and this
Yes,
is
we
how
can.
So
this
call
is how
now
I will
at
show
180.
the world the supreme Power Ranging Mighty Morphin CTV Squadron.
LJ's gonna
So
show
call
the
now at
Lord,
1-800
save me.
LJ sucks.
Oh, I'm done. I've made my inspirational speech. I've pleaded with our fans and viewers, but in all honesty and seriousness, vote for whoever the heck you want. I'm not gonna force anything. I'm not gonna have a secret strike force to beat you up in the middle of a dark alleyway. if you
He's
don't
obviously lying, by the way, so don't listen to him.
Wow.
vote. I'm not gonna
He's racist
propaganda the heck out of
and
this.
violent inducing.
But I mean, vote for
crazy.
whoever you want. However, if you do vote for back, I might not like you very much.
Quite.
You've been warned.
If you vote for LJ, you will undo 50 years of progressive racial diversity in this
Okay,
country.
don't start with this.
You can have
If
that.
Don't
you-
start with this, you
If
punk.
you vote for LJ, I will cancel eBay
You can't do
for
that.
good.
And then your sarcasm will be bottled up for weeks every time until PTV.
Yeah.
You see, if you vote for me, then these guys are threatening anything that you like about them, except for Kahi. No one likes anything about him.
Wow.
If you vote for me, Venom is threatening to close down eBay. You guys need to band together to stand up to his oppression. You guys need to show Ven that you aren't gonna take this tomfoolery from him, and that you have faith that he will not shut down his series just because I got a number added to my
We're
vote.
not gonna take it.
Now, okay, basically what BZP's been doing since we talked about the contest, a bunch of stuff. They've been basically clearing off their list of things needed to be done, and they're impressing everyone by taking care of business, even if it's bad news. So, for instance, here's a nice convenient list they just posted about what all they've done for their anniversary. They had the contest. Everyone got Premier Perks, which basically means everyone has a BZPower blog, a ton of other neat stuff. A new raffle system, and they gave away a bunch of sets, games, and yeah,
Yeah.
the winners were
None of us won.
none of us.
We didn't win.
We all entered.
No.
Fail. I never win any contest I enter. So.
Several forums are being consolidated to encourage more activity. So basically,
Yep.
if you are on BZP, such forums as the voting booth will no longer exist, and instead you'll be able to make polls in every other forum, which is a smart decision.
Yeah. Kits is going offline if you're a comic maker. It's getting merged with comics.
Music and movies and fan-created games are merged. Marketplace banter and promotions, which is like the most useless thing ever, from what
It's
I've...
toast.
Yeah, it's gone.
I thought they merged those a long time ago. I wrote like on my giant rant about BZPower that stuff should change. I was like, you should combine, merchandise and promotions because there's no more of either of those. And people are like, nah, you shouldn't do that. I thought they did that a while ago.
No, not
Oh,
at all. They're finally doing it. And the digital discussion forum will be merged into media discussion, all Lego media, from books, websites, TV shows. And that's pretty cool.
The bad news. The bad news. Of course. No. Give them.
Ah, yes.
Fake.
The bad news. The BZPower archives.
Oh,
They're going offline.
It's not the end of the world.
Yes,
actually,
it is.
Yes,
The
it
end of the
is.
world was supposed to go on like
All of my
December of last
old
year.
and
It's 8 months
terrible
ago.
comics.
8 months ago.
Why?
We're still here.
All those debates I had with
In your
stupid comic
face,
makers,
conspiracy theorists.
all about all those stupid people like Autodude and Stormer X and like all these other crazy people that did stuff, and we'll never ever see those again.
yes.
Okay, I'm
stupid
gonna say
comics.
this right now.
Group masses are completely wrecked. You will never be
Right.
able to find
Like
all the
love
comics
that.
for a mass.
Look, fandoms fall apart all the time. I don't think we should cry over them.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, it is very easy for you to say.
You have a soul face.
You weren't there for like half of your life.
This is
Mhm.
years and years.
There are people here that
History.
put half their life into this on a broader scale, not just mentioning the catastrophic damage BZP is going to suffer from this. This may very well be the last nail in Bionicle's coffin, and that's a phrase I've been saying for quite a while, and it saddens me. It's like first it ends, and then it continues, which allows it to not really have a proper ending. A bunch of new plot threads have to get introduced to be continued for serials, then the serials stop, then Greg's get kicked off, he gets kicked off BZP. Now its entire web presence is being wiped from the internet because, let's face it, because of the monopoly of BZPower, as we discussed in Bionicle Autopsy, the monopoly of BZPower. It was the big place for Bionicle discussion for the last 10 years. Pretty much the
And now
consistent place. And now all
Yep,
that
and now it's all gone.
More like the last 8 years, because remember, it
Nope.
was 2002 when it
Nope,
started.
2001.
Oh yeah. Well, that was when it was
No.
merged.
It was.
To be fair,
Well-
they're celebrating their 10th year anniversary in 2013, so
Wait,
obviously.
no, this isn't their 10th.
It's their 12th.
This is
It's
their
their
12th.
11th. It's their 11th.
No, it's their 12th.
It is
Wait,
their
wait.
12th anniversary.
It's
Jordan.
Yeah,
very
yeah.
much their time.
They
Is it very
they
much their 12th?
merged in July 2001.
They did, you're right. I'm completely mistaken.
Now,
I don't know where, I must have read 10th somewhere. I forgot where. Alright.
so yeah, it's terrible. What someone did manage to preserve was the official Greg dialogue, which is like the year's worth of PMs about story-related info Greg answered on BZP. Or at least some of it. I'm not sure how much is there, but enough to be important.
I think I'll say this right now. Big reason why I was a little bit upset about this news is because there was a lot of fan contributed work in those archives. There's a lot of comics, there's a lot of artwork, general artwork. There's a lot of creations from various mockists, if you will. There was just so much stuff contributed by the fandom, and 10 years of that is just wiped out, including my own contributions, including the contributions of LJ, Kahi, and pretty much everybody else in TTV has done something for BZP,
Except for
and
Neo
it's all gone. It's pretty much all gone.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's so hard to find. It's not like something that you can just, you can easily find somewhere else. You can't go back and look through the forums and, find, stuff that happened throughout history. A lot of stuff is now just basically completely lost. Masses that aren't republished are all gone because everybody had a different way of making their mass comics, making their stuff. So all that's gone. A lot of mocks are made by people who are no longer on BZPower. That's gone. A lot of artwork that was put on BZPower by artists like, Nakira or even like LK, who's not on BZPower much anymore. All those are gone too. Like a lot of stuff that artists posted up that you found interesting about the Bionicle community, that is all going to just disappear overnight. There will be no evidence of Bionicle ever having an internet presence for the last 10 years.
Aside from like sporadic fan communities like Mask of Destiny and I guess BioTube. But
How
Yeah, but I
ironic,
mean,
right?
come on.
Yeah.
At the
Destiny
end of the
Subgenre
day,
of YouTube. In fact, BioTube doesn't even exist anymore now that Bionicle's gone. And especially because BioTube's gone to hell.
I don't believe.
How ironic is it? Is that like after everything that's said and done, after everything that BZPower is said and done, the only evidence now that there is any Bionicle fan base is Mask of freaking Destiny. That's it. That's what we have to look back on. Mask of freaking
Pretty much
Destiny
once
is
once
the icon.
BZP gets taken down, Mask of Destiny takes its place as the #1 Bionicle
Oh
form.
no.
by default, yeah. Well,
I don't think it's ever
All right, guys. In the arms of an
Goodbye.
angel. Play it now.
Yep.
might be like
I
press
can play it. I can sing it. In the arms of the jungle divine.
Okay.
Power.
No copyrighted music. No, anyway.
It's awful.
Have been
Second.
wasted.
So
Well,
Our
long live the reckless and the brave.
lives
yes.
Dead children.
Wow, I just made a music reference.
All right. So what else is on the list
I
now that we've?
I think the age-old debate from a prior episode about who did more damage, the MIB or Crackjag.
It's been settled.
It's
Crackjag.
Settle.
definitely.
The MIB hacked
Yeah.
a couple dudes' accounts. Crackjag systematically destroyed the Bionicle fandom, or rather, dug up its. He like dug up its bones from the grave and crushed the powder.
he stomped on. He dug up the body and just like stomped over it and spat
You know
in
what?
his face.
Why
Yeah,
would you do this,
no,
Crackjag?
he
Any
dug up
hustler
the
recognizes
bones.
the music reference I made, then
Yes.
He dug up the bones, grinded it in the powder, and well,
The bones.
I don't know if he's Californian,
The
but
last thing we cared about BZPower for. and you just took it.
And apparently,
Took it and smashed it into pieces with your tiny little fists, probably like ball-shaped fists, looking like a little baby fists.
Venom,
Whoa!
Venom, we should. I don't think it's wise to be mocking the guy who systematically destroyed Bionicle's fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what's he
next
gonna
time we-
do?
Next
Hack
time
my
we come
forum?
up to
I
the
dare him to
TTV
hack my
like
forum.
TTV
That
forum
forum's
or
been
the
dead for
TTV
ages.
YouTube account. Like
Yeah.
every video has been removed.
Let's go. Craig,
So-
go hack Hypor. No, get
Yeah, no, the
Go hack
thing is,
my
though,
forum.
you know, the thing is, he actually, he issued like that challenge because he kept like
Yeah.
all of the backup forms. He issued a challenge. I'm not gonna go into specifics, but the prize was the forms. It was like the archive, and someone, Filbert Flakes, my arch
Yeah.
nemesis, completed
Oh,
that
fuck.
challenge
Flakes.
and got the archives back and gave them to the staff. And according to Kahi here, apparently the staff said that it has stuff that it does not have stuff that they need to re-implement it.
Yeah. He was
So,
basically
while the
trolling them.
archives,
Thing.
yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, the thing is that like he gave him back the stuff that he deleted, but apparently because it was deleted for some reason, like there's stuff that they just can't use to input. It's like a lot of more stuff was broken that they weren't expecting. So the file that Cragster deleted, he didn't just delete the file and it was done. He kept the file he deleted, but in deleting that file, some stuff apparently got messed up, and Black Six said that the file is not alone cannot actually work to restore it. So I would assume, since it has been up for a while, I would assume that it is possible to get it up, but BZPower doesn't have any time or resources or what have you, server allotments, whatnot, to actually keep it up, which is a shame. However, it might. I have no idea if it's possible at all. It might be possible to extract some of the forum stuff from the archive file that Cragster didn't need past the Filbert. But I'm not sure. He might have passed a file that wasn't everything included in the archive. It might have just been like a small part of like the server stuff. I really don't know what he passed. I don't know what he deleted. I'm not an expert on this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
well,
somebody else does have that file in case in case of anything. So
I almost
I'm sure it's
feel
worth it,
like
but there you go.
depending on what is there and accessible, I almost feel like that should be put up publicly for download, but I'm not sure what kind of information or whatnot is in there, so I'm a little bit iffy.
It might
Yeah.
imagine if the ICC were saviors of the Bionicle fandom. Magic.
No. This would not be the ICC. This would
Well,
be Filbert with
Yes.
his stinking back.
at the
Right.
end of the day,
Isn't it a
Frosted Flakes got ripped off, and so did we.
Yes. That's a good
I'm
summary.
sorry, I'm being very, very quiet.
You have
but,
nothing to add.
Whatever.
That's what happens.
You're just taking up space.
You picked an interesting episode to come on for, but I still appreciate your presence.
Yeah, I'm just
I
trying to
don't
listen.
appreciate it.
Is
Yeah.
all. I'm
Just
just trying to
kidding.
listen.
I do.
Now, couple more things. They did something called Staff Survivor. I'm not exactly sure what this is. I haven't paid attention. But it's like a
It's like a staff RPG.
yeah, very
Oh,
funny,
really?
apparently.
I thought that meant see how many rules you can break on BZP before you get banned.
Imagine if the person you voted off Staff Survivor actually was banned from staff, or not kind of removed from the staff status.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be kind
Now,
of interesting.
BZP
the one
removed
notable
the.
thing-
Okay, you go first.
Oh, yeah. The one notable thing, of course, is that one of the teams is actually named I'd Settle for Vats.
Don't get
Wow.
into this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right?
Wow.
We men have a lot of
Really?
history.
Man,
You know what
guys
I'd settle for? The return of the archives. You guys,
Me too.
guys
Ben.
just
Me
have no
too.
concern for that, huh? Thank you, BZPower staff.
Okay. They removed the new member policy. For those that don't know what that is, it's the policy requiring new members to make their first 5 posts, and they have to be approved before they become a full member and can utilize all the features BZP has to offer. They removed that. The reason that was put in place, if I'm correct, was actually because of the MIB. to
Stop
prevent
mass spammers.
Yeah, stop mass spammers, stop the MIB from like doing stuff as well, because they only say for the last few years. So basically, I guess after having their site and its past destroyed, they kind of said, well, is this really that important? A little mass spam here and there? Not really. So they're doing this because they think that's going to increase the activity of the forum. I don't see Tao.
Well,
I guess they're
I
saying
mean-
maybe people got turned off by having to like wait for their posts to be approved and they just left, which I guess could be a very small minority. But BZP has a heck of a lot of problems. I didn't personally think this was one of them. But hey, if it works, it works. We'll see. And then the biggest thing besides the archives. What?
Speak faster.
Must I?
Yes.
I think
It
I
just
can.
got quiet.
I think I can do what I want. Now,
It just got really, really
yes,
quiet.
it did.
Me.
You should be
Me,
really, really quiet.
Me.
No, I'm kidding.
Biggest change
Let Mecca
besides
continue.
the biggest change
I should
besides
call it
the archives being taken offline was the revamping of the advertising policy, which is basically BZP not allowing other forums and other certain websites to be linked. That's basically gone at this point. The only requirements are that the sites you link must be BZP appropriate, and the web pages you link must follow BZP rules. So this means, yes, we can finally talk about YouTube. Yes, we can finally talk about Eurobricks. Yes, we can do all this crazy stuff. Yes, we will be coming back to BZPower finally, because this was the conditions. We said when we left, if they ever do this, we will come back. We're coming back. We just don't know when. And we're coming back in full
Whenever
force,
we
not just
feel like
TTV.
We can tell you this much: our Biocraft topic died.
Yes.
We're gonna put it back up soon, but only when we release part 1.
Yes.
And really, the only thing that's holding it back is the one CGI scene.
Yes. That is the.
But yeah,
It's pretty great. It took them long enough. The details are they have a pop-up saying you're about to leave BZPower, and it probably took them like 10 minutes to implement, and that solves all their problems. And they haven't done this for years. Why exactly? I don't know.
I know. It's
Because they're lazy. That's why.
they were too busy eating the pizza. They were eating the pizza.
They're too
they've
busy
been sent.
settling for stuff. For that.
Everybody, just
Wow.
quiet down for a second. LJ, what were you talking about? Pizza?
They're too busy eating the pizza they were sent from a certain malicious
kidding me?
individual.
Are you kidding me?
It's the pizza of the archive.
You need new material. Go die.
Hey, no one else said it. It's new.
You think there's another reason for that? Maybe
Venom.
nobody else wants to look stupid.
Venom.
You know what you just did?
That pizza.
Do you?
That pizza
You
is
just
the
made
only.
yourself look stupid.
That pizza is the last remaining bit of physical food from the age of the archives.
Wow,
I wish you were the last remaining bit of stupid, but no.
Yeah, the sad thing
have
about
you-
this like pop-up is that it's not even just to kind of ignore what you've been saying and get it back on the proper path. It's not even anything fancy. They don't even have an image. It's the most bland, uninteresting thing ever. And like when you hover
Just a
over the
little
buttons,
box.
you don't even have the cursor. It's like you're highlighting stuff. So they couldn't even like put that in. It's a white background with blank text and blue buttons, and this took them like 10 years to put in.
Hey, look,
But at least
I
it's
mean,
there.
I appreciate the effort they made in trying to make the forum more accessible. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of too little, too late. To be
Yes.
completely honest, just to, that's the main. I'm glad they're doing it now. Had they done this back in whatever before the forum downtime, basically, would have been a lot more popular, more effective. Yeah, just stuff like that. No,
All right, you were
we
right.
have a lot of staff that listen, so
It would have been much more effective
let's not
a couple years ago.
insult them all too much.
I would never insult the staff. They're good. I
Says
only
Meso.
Yes, it would.
He would only do it behind their backs,
No,
not in like a public forum.
I
I
would.
would only.
I would only question their decisions. I would never insult them as people because I would imagine it's quite difficult to run a site like BZP, and nothing
I wouldn't.
be done perfectly.
Yeah, I wouldn't insult specific staff members. I would insult other specific staff members.
Oh, come on, Aldo, you've
Because
already done it.
You're right, I have, and I will do it many more times until my message has gotten across
Oh.
that they, in my eyes, are jerks.
And that message
Wow.
is run.
Wow.
Run it.
However,
LJ, I thought you liked Black Six.
No, I was just about to say Black Six is really he's my favorite of the staff. He's really good.
Yeah, because when
That's,
you ask him to frame people, he totally obeys you. and does
Oh,
it.
you watch it, punk!
Man,
You
for
You
no
were
reason.
talking about
Yeah,
me
of course he's your favorite.
form of plotting to get me in trouble
Okay,
purposely.
okay.
so that you
No,
can entertain me.
no,
You don't.
no, stop it. Okay.
Let's try to be
I
mediator
can just
here.
imagine him punching me right now.
Yes.
You better hold me back, Meso. Hold me back.
Asterisk holds
He
back.
can't really hold you back
Asterisk.
since you're business
Yeah,
shed,
you're,
you
you're
know.
not black, LJ. You're
Okay,
not. You're not.
so,
Yo,
that's it,
hold me
yes,
back,
that's
Willis.
all. That's all for this episode of TTV.
Is that
That
it?
all?
Yes.
We got
Really?
a lot more to go.
Yay, finally.
Yeah, we have.
You're right. I guess we have enough time. How long has this recording been going for? A little under an hour?
It's been
More than an hour.
51 minutes.
51 minutes.
Oh wow. Well,
Yep.
let's see if there's anything else. Free
Well.
concert at Brick Fair, guys.
I would,
To be honest, I'm kind of tired. And at the time we're shooting this, for me it's like 10:38, and my intern fact tells me to file a paper on this time, so it's like
12:38 over here. Good grief! Stop whining. We all have to make sacrifices. Bruh. This is
It
how
looks
it's
like
like.
you're not gonna get fed this week.
I just
Okay.
turned 13 a couple days
I-
ago.
I think, happy birthday, by the way. I think that we should end this episode and not drag it on like cheap people, because if we continue this, I'm going to start talking about the BZPower blogs. If I start talking about the BZPower blogs,
No.
This
Oh
episode's
God!
gonna-
And then
Like
he's
that.
never gonna stop. Come on, Mesa, let's end this.
Well, no, there's one more thing.
We're all end
do.
it the way I usually do.
There's
All right,
there's one more
everybody.
thing
See you all
I must
next
do,
time.
And it's a
On
promise
eBay
I
today.
made
No, I'm
that I'm
kidding.
going to honor.
Yeah, save your sarcasm for eBay today, Vin.
Yes, I'm gonna honor this promise because I said if situations permit. Jordan, you have something you want to talk about. Am I right?
Yes. What I'm planning on doing next year is I'm planning on doing like a stop motion Bionicle series that is a sequel to after Motonui has been dormanted into the Mask of Life.
Intrigued.
It's going to be a voiced series. So I can have I'm flexible. I'm already having some of the people from TTV do some voices. They just have to
Like me.
pick which characters they want.
Just have to agree
Everyone.
first.
Yeah.
every
Starts
character.
from LJ. Have LJ
No,
have
LJ,
every
no,
character with varying
no.
voice changes. Anyway,
I can do that with Audacity. You can just give me the voice files and I can move it in Audacity and then edit it to my willing and just see how it works with the character itself.
yes.
Be fun.
Hello, LJ. How are you doing? Good. We must fight, LJ.
LJ, you are only allowed to voice 2 characters.
Yeah, dang it. Keep going, LJ. I believe in you. Okay, go
Now
on.
this
LJ,
summons
that
the
was
spirit of Elena.
terrible. Oh god, I'm sorry.
What was
I'm starting to get into my sleepy voice.
Did
Now,
we
if
really
you
make
could
this guy the director of voice acting in Biocraft? What are we thinking?
Now, if you
In-
could, I'm gonna post a picture of
Okay.
one of the concept pics, the only concept pic that I have, into the chat.
Okay.
And this pretty much is supposedly a failed attempt at creating lightsaber effects on the eyes, and this is pretty much my self-mock and the main protagonist of the series.
Bob Schneider.
No. However, it would be very funny if Rob Schneider was able to voice my character. No.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a possibility.
It really is.
If you actually
Don't
knew
give
Rob
my
Schneider.
ideas, Jordan.
That eye effect.
The heck, you made
That
a total
looks
shadow?
so
No, I did not make a toe-up shadow.
Unattractive.
Chattanooga.
Almost like you, man.
Hey, you're right.
What's this about Chattanooga?
Yeah.
What?
This picture is about my self-mock, and his element is a bit unusual. And if you actually saw one of the past podcasts that I was in, I think it was the first podcast, I mentioned that my self-mock is smoke, and that's how it is. And that's what he looks like now.
Oh.
I
so
also
it's
did
like,
a video on how much my self-mock has changed from late 2008, early 2009 until now. So you can check that out on my channel.
Well, I think you did a great job on making him look like smoke. Definitely looks like something I could inhale into my lungs and die.
give you cancer. Not cancer. Maybe cancer. Who knows?
Did he eat the smoke
Smoke
fruit?
these days.
I don't know.
Nobody got that reference, LJ. Literally nobody got that reference.
One Piece.
Well, he's not the smoke monster, that's for sure.
I'd just like to say, though, I'm definitely looking forward to that series, Jordan, and I can't wait to voice and send me whenever a selection of characters to choose from, and tell me which ones would probably fit best.
I can give you a
same.
characters, then you can choose which ones you want.
Sweet. All right, we'll do that after the episode. Now then.
Okay.
All right.
I
Well,
thank you all for this enlightening discussion. It's been fun, but I think it's time to wrap this episode. Thank you all for listening to TTV episode 73, was it? Yes, it was. Okay. We appreciate your viewership. Please be sure to like, favorite, rate, comment, subscribe, trend it, tweet it.
The Steam group.
Yeah, join the Steam group. I was just about to say, but you took my thunder.
Good
Promote,
Good job.
trend, etc., etc. Thank you for your
If you have not seen
participation.
our Chima coverage
Go watch it.
or the Chima coverage, go watch it. Live Pretentiously, starring me and Nira. Go watch that.
Plug.
What else was released this week?
Plug.
Yeah, all the stuff we released. Go watch that. And
Please,
thank you for listening.
Oh, also, just to say, in Live Pretentiously, it's just, I hope you know that we're just, just for fun, we're just acting.
Okay, yes, that's the description now. Yes, thank you all for listening. I'm Messina.
I'm LJ.
I'm Kahi.
I'm Venom.
I'm Nira.
And I'm Johnny Depp.
Now you're Jordan. And of course, the ever lovely but has no extra bar.
Yeah, he said nothing during this episode, by the way. I wasn't gonna pass along whatever.
I think he was AFK.
I think
No,
he
he has
fell
no
asleep.
microphone, remember? No microphone.
Microphone.
Looking still.
Forget about it. We're ending the episode.
Thank you and goodbye.